Hey fellas, it's me. Hope you're doing all right. Today we're doing another Snapchat Q&A video, which is the only place I post these days. It's just photos of my cats, if you like cats. Coker says, do you plan on releasing a new vinyl for Christmas? Yes, it's coming. I don't know if you guys know this yet. I'm a signed musician now. I work under a label and I'm obligated to make a lot more songs. So you're gonna get them from me. Christmas is back on the menu. Probably not another whole album though. It'll just be a few more songs and we'll sell it as like a little deluxe thing. It'll be cool. Raylan says, beer or Fireball? What are you, 12? This is the most teenage question I've heard in my entire life. Beer or Fireball? Beer every day of the week. Give me some Allagash White, some Blue Moon with the little orange peel. Like, fuck yeah, let's go. Jalen says, if you suddenly became liquid, what level of viscosity would you like to be? I imagine I'd be the same level of viscosity as the wave of molasses that swept through Boston in the 1800s and killed like 50 people. Like exactly that level. I don't know how a tidal wave of molasses kills 50 people. I don't know, but there's a Wikipedia page for it. It's an actual tragedy that happened on the streets, and it is so interesting to me that happened. So yes, I'd like to be that viscosity, please. Marco says, did you ever think of stopping content creation when you were starting out? No. If you're struggling with that, stop. It's not for you. Kylie says, is it worth to visit upstate during fall? Absolutely. Absolutely. You start taking the train up the Hudson River from Penn Station. Down by the city, everything's all green. The leaves haven't even started yet. It's not even October yet. Up where I'm at, oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Everything's changing. The mountains are bright red. It's so beautiful. I love being up here around this time of the year. Tate says, are there any states or areas in the U.S. you haven't really seen and would like to visit? Yeah, I would love to go to the Glacier Park area. Glacier National Park, Montana, Whitefish, all that stuff seems so beautiful. I've had 2 separate trips planned, and the first time COVID happened, which was not fun, and then the second time the governor of New York killed my grandma, so that was another bummer. So I've never been able to go, but I would love to one day. Marcelo says, can you name 25? No, sorry, next question. Giuliano says, do you think the stock market's gonna crash soon? No, it'll never do that ever again. Dump money in and don't stop. Christopher says, oh, Christopher, I see you. Can I introduce the viewer to the contractual obligation? You sure can, my man. Today's video is sponsored by Cash App, baby! If you're not using it by now, what are you doing? Especially when their Cash App card makes it even more fun now. Here, check out the one I got. I drew my cat Jambo on it. Oh, look how cute he is. Wow. I think he likes the card, fellas. Maybe he just likes the food, I don't know. It's probably the food. That's right, this thing is fully customizable. You can choose from a bunch of different colors and materials, even metal. Then draw your own design on it. And there's a huge library of card stamps you can stick on there as well. It's a Visa debit card with no hidden fees, monthly charges, or minimum balance requirements. Instead, it actually comes with lots of great benefits, like discounts on things you're already buying anyways. Coffee, boba, video games, and even early ticket access for partnered artists like Kendrick Lamar, Sabrina Carpenter, and more. And the best part, if you're between 13 and 17 years old, you can get one too. All you gotta do is ask a parent to help you open a Cash App sponsored account, and you can request your own custom card today. So if you're 18 or older, download Cash App, use code CASH10, send $5 or more to a friend within 14 days to get $10 back. And if you're 13 to 17, request a sponsored account from a parent or guardian, use code CASH10, and send $5 or more to a friend within 14 days to get $10. Terms apply. Thanks again to Cash App for sponsoring today's video, and enjoy. Willie says, if toilets were sentient, would you rather they hate or love their job? Fuck. Would I rather be shitting in a toilet that loves it or one that absolutely hates the fact that I'm shitting in them? I think I'd rather them hate it, to be honest. I think I would feel more comfortable if they hated it, because then it'd be like some weird fetish thing, like, oh, my toilet likes when he opens wide for me. No, fuck that. Fuck that. No, my toilet's got to hate that shit. I'm actually wondering what the consensus is on this, because I have no clue what it could be. What would you rather? Let me know. Leave a comment. Seriously. NDS says, if you had unlimited money, what would your dream car be? Both a reasonable one and an unreasonably expensive one. Growing up, it was always the Bugatti Veyron, because that was the coolest car ever to anyone who grew up around my age. I mean, there weren't really many other supercars or hypercars that anyone cared about back then. It's all the Veyron. But I hear they're extremely expensive and burdensome to maintain, so I don't think I'd ever have one of those. ever. Realistically, I'd want an NA2 Acura NSX before the facelift. So you get all the good internals, all the newer, more powerful engine, all that stuff, but you still got the flippy headlights and the older design. That's probably my dream car. Oh wait, I actually have it. And I totaled it. I hit a deer. That thing got fucking vaporized. Oscar says, who is your confirmation saint? Mine was St. Peter. Mine was Francis of Assisi, mainly because he is like the patron saint of animals. He did a lot of work with them in his life, and I do a lot of work with animals as well, mainly for my one cat who keeps eating magnets. I do a lot of work with taking him to the hospital. But yeah, it was St. Francis of Assisi. Jack says, how's your relationship with Christ, big guy? Getting better. Put it there. Sean says, do you support the deportation of all gobbies? Yes. Get them out. That's what I say. We need a big wall, a gobby wall. Fucking hate gobbies. Terrible people. How do you even live with being green? Fucking gross. Gross group of people. Karis says, would you rather have 9/11 happen a second time or have to live through the entire Dream SMP era again? Can we stop taking questions from women, please? I don't know what this is. See, the men are the ones asking the cool questions, and all the women have to say, you 9/11? Elijah Strong says, can I quit my day job to become your dutiful servant? Keep me around like one of your cats. Maybe the women weren't so bad. Maybe we get some more girls asking questions here. Caden says, what's the fastest way to get you pissed off? Signal one way with your car and then turn the other way. I saw that yesterday and I started screaming bloody murder. It's a shame I drive a Rolls-Royce Cullinan because it couldn't hear me. The sound deadening is too good on that thing. It perplexes me how bad people are behind the wheel of a vehicle. Especially when you see them like face down in their phone while the car's moving. I have no patience. No patience for any kind of distracted driving or even stupid driving. Seriously, like if you're stupid, you don't get one of these. I'm sorry, you don't get one. You're not driving. No, get mommy or daddy to do it. Colin Phillips says, do you do anything simply for the fun of it, for yourself and no one else? Yeah, driving. Seriously, I have a little shitty 94 Miata I take everywhere. It's so fun, and that's when it hurts the most, to be burdened by you normal folk on the road who are going to work and shit. I'm trying to like see scenery. God, I hate regular people. McLovin says, good morning, Schlatt. How do you organize your expenses well, especially with food? This is a non-question for me. I'm very rich and I don't really worry about money. I typically don't even look at the price for like a day-to-day thing, which is something I absolutely take for granted most of the time. Glass says, what's your actual favorite flavor of Gamer Supps and what does it taste like? Some of the flavor names leave me so confused, so I don't bother buying it. Yeah, it is a little difficult when the flavors are stuff like Grandpa's Ashes and Guacamole Gamer Fart, which does not taste anything like guacamole. You just gotta look at what they actually taste like on the site. My favorite flavor is Schlatt milk, or as it used to be known, titty milk, before we got a strongly worded letter from saying that we won't stock this ever if it's called titty milk. So it's called Schlatt milk now, but it's nice. It's a blue raspberry with a little bit of like desserty cream in there. It's nice. It's delicious, and it veers pretty far away from most of the fruity, like forward fruity, less sweet flavors that Gamer Supps does. So get yourself some Schlatt milk. Gamersupps.gg/Schlatt. Code Schlatt, 10% off, baby. Lalo says, best sushi place in New York? Sushi Show, bar none. They won't let me take photos there. I'd love to post it on Snapchat. Sometimes whenever I eat a meal, I'll like do a 30 image little roundup of all the courses. No, I've eaten there twice now. Both of them have been the best meal of my life. They won't let me take photos. But yeah, that place is ridiculously good. They had me eating vegetables and liking it, which I don't think has ever happened. James Nick says, if you could have any cat breed, what would it be? Fuck that. Why are you ew, this guy's like dressed like a cat in his Bitmoji. Okay. Don't buy a cat for the breed. Adopt an abandoned kitty at the pound. Seriously, you have the opportunity to change that cat's life forever. And the result after having done so is so enjoyable and fulfilling. Please adopt. My guy's a feral black cat. No one ever would have gotten him. And to know that I'm his home really is a privilege. Alicia says, have you thought about making a sushi dinner video like the reviews you make on Snapchat? No, I would never take a mirrorless camera into an omakase dinner spot. I think that's pretty disrespectful, especially if you don't get permission beforehand. Like, I'm not bringing a camera crew into a dinner spot. These people deserve better than that, you know? I ask whenever I'm in a sushi spot, I hold it up to the waitress and I'm like, sumimasen, shashin wa daijoubu desu ka? She's like, oh, sugoi, sugoi. So I know I'm good. But yeah, it's always just, I take a little photo, I put it on the Snapchat story. It's nothing crazy. I would never bring a big camera into there. I think not worth it. Amber says, do you like bugs? If you had to pick a favorite bug, what would it be? No, I don't like bugs. I don't like them in my domicile especially, but around, I'll tolerate them around and outside because that's their domain. My favorite bug has got to be, I don't know if it's a cicada, whatever animal like sticks to the trees and makes this noise specifically. It's very easy on the ears. I love that noise. Arigatou gozaimasu. Ii nioi desu. Wait, I just said that smells good. I have no idea how to speak this language. Eli says, if you could go back to college and study something new, what would it be and why? I would go back to a college, not to complete a degree per se, but just to take courses in things that I'm interested in. You know, I think that learning a language is fairly tough to do by yourself through apps. I've struggled on and off with learning Japanese, and I think if I had a class, it would keep me honest, you know? I haven't done it. I don't think there's anywhere remotely close to where I live that offers a Japanese language class, but you know, something along those lines is what I would go back to college for. Not to get a degree. Fuck a degree. Xander says, are you into motorcycles at all? No, dude, I wish I was. I think motorcyclists have the most fun on the road out of anybody. I see a lot of them. They travel in packs now. You know, you got these guys on their choppers and shit. It's cool seeing them go by, but I don't think I could ever do it. I think it's a bit too easy to die on one of those things. And, you know, I have way too much money that I need to spend before that happens, so. Jake says, you have a lot of crazy travels? No, that's the thing. I really don't. I'm a creature of habit. I go to what works. I'm not well-traveled. I would like to be more well-traveled soon. That's a goal of mine for the near future. Smiley Face says, favorite cat moments? My favorite cat moments are when my stray cat, who I rescued off the street after 8 years of him being a street cat, when he curls up on me and he goes to sleep. I don't think there's anything better than that. Knowing that, you know, this cat that was probably tormented most of his life living on the streets of Texas, knowing that I am the safest place for him, I think is I think it's just so cool. I love that cat so much, and I can tell that he loves me, even though he's not a house cat and he's got strange ways of showing it. That's got to be top cat moment for me. Gavin Chips says, hey Schlatt, my girlfriend is struggling to see that she is gorgeous and she doesn't believe me when I say it. How can I show her? I don't know, Gavin. Why don't you send me a photo of her and then I'll decide. But I need to see what you're working with first, because sometimes it's not worth lying to these people. Lily says, what's your opinion on redheads/ginger? No, I'm not interested. I know what this means. You're not baiting me. I'm not like the other Minecraft YouTubers on this platform. Please. Thank you very much. Not interested. Goodbye. Preston says, do you play video games in your spare time? No. I wish I did, but you know, I used to play video games as a way to stay connected and stay up to date with the people in my life, because we'd hop on a PC. It gets harder and harder to do that, man. Unfortunately, it's, you know, people have different schedules as they enter adult life. People have different priorities. People start getting engaged, and I don't know, it's stuff changes. I wish I had more reasons to play games, but you know, it's just a matter of finding the time, really. Nathan says, how do you feel about Ted's upcoming demise this October? Dude. Say it, Ted.
I am Ted Nivison, and I will die on October 23rd. Schlatt, how bad are you gonna feel if I die on October 23rd, 2020?
I had a great run with Prince Philip already. I'm upset. I really am. I did that as a joke, and then they all started coming true, and I fear like there's nothing I can do to stop what's gonna happen. Ted is one of my best buds. I don't want to see him die so soon. It's so sad. Courtney says, how many hours do you have on your most played game on Steam? I'll check right now. I think it's DayZ. Yeah, it's DayZ. I have 1,400 hours in DayZ. I have 1,000 in Sakura Beach, which I forgot about. Man, what a hot, sexy, fucking hot game. Ayumi. My God. Shit, she's hot. Yeah, Daisy, 1,400 hours. I have way more hours in Minecraft, but yeah, I haven't really sunk too much time into any other game. Man, thinking about Ted just gets me upset. He's gonna die way too young. Jackson says, how gay can a straight man be before it's actually gay? When should I stop kissing dudes? Listen, buddy, believe me, you got a lot of runway. Okay? I'm straight. Let's go to the next question. Taylor says, would you ever consider becoming a father? Yes. Yeah, I want children. I want them now. I want them soon. And I want many. I don't get hard though, so that's a problem. Bosch says, did you have an iPod as a kid/teen? No, I used my dad's iPad that he used to score baseball games with. I would ask to borrow it and I'd like hop on Instagram for like 15 minutes. As it should have been, can I just say. I got my first smartphone when I was entering high school, and so will my child, and so should every kid, really, because my brain really started fucking melting after that. Marin says, how are you doing? Like, genuinely. I'm doing great. I really am. A couple of months ago was miserable, and it caused me to do a lot of thinking and reflecting on what I want and the person I want to be. And I've started making changes, and I've started sticking to them. And as a result, I am quite happy. Probably 9 out of 10 to maybe 10 out of 10. It's the happiest I've been in a very, very long time. Charlie says, what's your most recent doohickey device you spent way too much money on? Yes, 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 yes. Boom! Look, it's the Sony XBT33. This is a writing tablet, like a Wacom drawing tablet that you plug into your computer, except it's a computer by itself, and they made it in 1991, and you hook in a video signal, and you hook out a video signal, and you can draw on the video signal. How fucking cool is that? I waited on eBay for half a year getting notified for the exact fucking model name. And this is the only one that came up. I spent a fucking fortune on it, and I'm so glad I did because it's so fucking cool. It's so cool. It only works with like high 8, like S-video, composite video shit. So no use if you're not interested in all this other shit behind me, but this is my new doohickey, and I'm very glad I have it. Thank you for the question, Charlie. You allowed me to nerd out for a second. Rory says, I'm about to be applying for colleges, and I feel weird that I'm only applying to what people call safety schools, while everyone around me is going to huge universities. I don't know what to do, so any advice would be appreciated. Don't fucking worry about that. Go to the school that you feel comfortable going to. A lot of the time you'll get to like a high school guidance counselor, and they will push you like they did me to go to a school that was far out of my price range, because the school then can turn around and put it in the newspapers and advertise it online. Look where our students go to. That is unfortunately how it works. They'll push you to go to a school that you don't really want to go to because it looks better for your current school that you went there instead of the safety school. So yeah, don't listen to the noise. Seriously, if you want to go to a school and it's considered a safety school, chances are it's more affordable and you can really kind of nickel and dime them on the money side. I got a very good merit scholarship to my safety school that I wound up going to, and I sent them an email saying, hey, I really want to go here, but it's not enough. I just little more money. And they said, okay, have a couple more thousand. And that's all I needed. So I signed with them. Yeah, don't worry about it, really. Go to the school you want to. I mean, it seems like you're taking a very well-measured approach. I think a lot of kids go into college thinking that this is like some big life experience, which it absolutely should not be. Which sounds grim and stupid. I was never a partier, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you're there to get a job. That's why you're there. Everybody I know who treated it like that is infinitely better off than the people who didn't. Cody says, greatest achievements you have ever accomplished in your social media career. By far, bar none, getting the spider from Machinima Respawn, being gifted it by Borif himself. That was the standout moment of my career. It continues to be to this day, and I cherished the fuck out of that thing. It was just a little spider encased in amber. That was a huge part of a YouTube show I used to love growing up. So yeah, big moment for me. I'm really very grateful to have it. Fuck you, Borif. Lil J says, would you ever consider reopening a P.O. box? I'd love to send you and the cats a thoughtful package with some handmade stuff. I really should open up the P.O. box, shouldn't I? I haven't had one since I lived in Texas, and sometimes I miss it, you know? Sometimes I miss seeing like, just like the coolest, I still have this by my desk. It's a ceramic Rami, and it is like 1-to-1 accurate. It is the coolest thing I've ever, look, he's even got a little asshole. This was made by Captain Kerrigan. I got the #1. I got the first copy of it. Super fucking cool thing. It sits on my desk, and I would honestly, thinking about it more, I need some more art for the wall, you know? I need something else to do. So maybe I will look into opening one soon. So stay tuned, I guess. Really, it's just my only concern is people sending me bombs. I don't want to be bombed. Erin says, what to do when you're a senior in high school and have no clue what to do? Community college, probably. A lot of people rag on it. I have no idea why. It's so cheap, and you get an associate's degree, which you can then take to any other school and turn into a bachelor's degree. Like, seriously, this is a no-brainer, especially if you don't know what to do. I wasn't that unlucky. I knew I wanted to go into computer science, so I went into a computer science program right out the gate. Go to community college and don't waste money going to a school where you don't even know what major you want yet. Seriously, that's one of the biggest mistakes you could do. Robin says, as a fellow former deli employee, I need to know your top 3 meats and cheeses. Okay, top 3 meats. First one, prosciutto. That one's easy. Second one, I'll probably go with a capicola. Third one, let's just go with like a real nice fresh sausage for number 3. On the cheeses, it's a little more difficult. First one, we got fresh mutts. Got to be the fresh mutts. Second one, I'll say like a Parmigiano Reggiano. But the third one, I want to leave open. The third one, I'd say like whatever the local people are making. I love buying locally made cheese. It's always very delicious. There's always a lot of people making cheese that you don't even really know about until you see them at the grocery store or like at a flea market or something. They're selling fucking cheese. I had a good smoked Gouda a couple weeks ago, but I wouldn't say smoked Gouda is like my favorite thing. So we'll leave that open. We'll leave the third slot open for whatever I happen to pick up locally. Evan says, good morning, big guy. I'm going to college for a degree I don't really like, but it makes a lot of money. Should I drop out or keep going so I'm not broke and homeless in the future? Look, a lot of the time, people like to say, follow your dreams. That's really not what I did. That's not how I got here. I was doing a degree that would have netted me a lot of money, aka computer science, before everyone did computer science. And I worked at my passion on the side until it became my job. I'm guessing your dream, like your ultimate, like this is what I want to do with my life, is not something that is best aided by, you know, a piece of paper saying you did the thing. It's probably something that you can work on the side without needing to dump a lot of money in and not see much in return. So, and it's fucking weird right now, you know? The future of the world is not as sure as it seemed 10 years ago. So do the thing that's going to make you money. Seriously. And work on whatever your ultimate goal is on the side and make that happen too. But only after it's making you more money than your job is do you quit, okay? Take it from me. Charles says, where do you get all your sweaters from? All the ones I see in look so great on you. Oh, thank you. They're all on eBay. Fuck Depop. Fuck Grailed. Whatever other sites you guys are getting secondhand clothing on, eBay is the only one you should be using ever. You know why? There's only old people who sell on eBay. And they're not terrible people like the children who buy up all the shit from thrift stores and sell them on Depop. There's a real divide in human dignity between the sellers on Depop and the sellers on eBay, okay? Seriously, go on eBay, search for them. I know it sounds gross. Oh, eBay. It's like you might as well be using Craigslist at that point. No, please. You want to find stuff online, do it on eBay. Maxwell says, favorite brand of bottled water? I don't have a favorite brand of bottled water. I don't think I'm like one of those like Voss or Fiji enthusiasts. I don't really care. As long as it's not Dasani or Aquafina or Evian. God forbid you hand me Evian at like a fancy restaurant. You need to yourself if you're serving Evian at a fancy restaurant. Fuck you. Maggie says, what fragrance are you wearing recently? I love to smell like a girl, especially at night. I'll like spray like Ellis Brooklyn vanilla milk on me, or I'll do the new one I got was Sniff Hotcakes, which smells like a photorealistic Sunday morning at McDonald's with your family and everyone got the pancakes. Oh, go under the covers. I'll spray some on my arm because I'll sleep like this. Just smell like fucking pancakes all night. Oh my God, I'm such a slut for Sniff Hotcakes. Fuck, that's good. That's a really good perfume. Bryce says, what's your comfort movie and why? Around Christmas time, I always wind up watching the animated film, The Year Without a Santa Claus. Very nice, cozy, fun for the whole family film. There's some funny characters in there too. They have musical intros and the songs go fucking hard. Jack M says, favorite album at the moment? Easily Supertramp, Breakfast in America. These guys were ahead of their time. Their lyrics are incredible. And some of the instrumentations on this album are incredible. Is It Mine is got to be one of my favorite songs of all time. Marshall says, what's next for that amazing voice of yours? Can we expect any more music? Yes, you can. I already talked about it. We're going to do the deluxe Christmas thing, and then we are going to do probably jazz standards, which I'm really fucking excited about. Skylar says, as someone whose frontal lobe has most likely finished developing, do you feel like you finally got life all figured out? Or is adulthood truly everyone winging it 24/7 while seeming like they've got it together? I think that is the case for a lot of people. I don't think that needs to be the case for you, Skylar, because I think that encourages complacency. I think as an adult, you should absolutely know where you want to end up in life, and you should know what you want out of your life. This is something that is so important to you, to how you end up, to the people around you. Like, seriously, I know they're hard to think about, but think about them. What do you want, genuinely? And take the right steps towards that, or what you think are the right steps. Yes, I think a lot of people don't do that, and they kind of just coast through life, but that doesn't have to be you. Gianna Kant says, am I gay? Wow. Yes, Gianna, you are gay. You are a gay person. You are gay. Gay. Nate says, how do you feel about the current socioeconomic status of the United States? I think hamburgers and cheeseburgers go well with fries. Anyways, that'll do it. Thanks, guys, for sticking around. Follow me on Snapchat. It's a cat feed. That's okay. I post sushi dinners on there sometimes, too. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Hey, how do you feel about the current socioeconomic climate in America?
I think hamburgers and cheeseburgers work well with fries.